This is actually my third tiny house that I built here. I wanted it to be, in all the tiny houses that I've done, someplace that I would want to hang out.
Steve Jobs, one of the greatest entrepreneurs of all time, gave us a glimpse into his success with this simple statement: you've got to start with customer experience and work backwards. Anyone who has run a successful Airbnb has come face to face with this principle. Your success in this field almost always comes down to the customer experience. When Sierra first approached us about building a tiny home to use as an Airbnb, customer experience was one of the first things she talked about. And as a self-proclaimed serial entrepreneur with numerous successful ventures, I knew she would be a kindred spirit. And I also knew her tiny homes would be successful. Let's go take a look.
My name's Sierra McCleve. I live in northern Utah. Serial entrepreneur, if you will. I've had a couple businesses, a bakery and a drink shop here in Utah. I've been like really into container homes for a long time. This kind of is right up that alley. This is my favorite floor plan that we've done. I love how it's open and how much light's in here, and it's really comfy and cozy, and that was really what I was going for. This house will sleep 5 people. We've got a queen upstairs, a queen downstairs, both purple mattresses, and the couch folds down into a really nice bed as well. What really drew me to this investment, other than my fascination with container homes and tiny homes, was the opportunity to really ease into Airbnb. It has been better than I expected. These guys property manage it for me, which has been perfect for my life setup right now. Sometimes it has been a little difficult to be so hands-off because I get so excited and it's so fun that I want to just like be more involved. I really wanted the experience on the user end side to be exceptional. That's one thing I've learned in business, is customer experience is everything. This really allowed me to like dive into that creativity and bring some of the things that I had loved from researching tiny or container homes before. Just really seeing that vision on paper come to life has been really, really fulfilling. Eric's one of my like top 10 favorite humans. He really was so easy to work with. He caught the vision very well too, because sometimes I knew specifically what I wanted, and sometimes I was like, I don't know, what if we kind of did something like this? And he's like, okay, and he was able to balance really well. I have just a ton of respect for his ability to problem solve. He came up with the design behind me on this kind of slightly shifted ladder, statter is what we call it, but makes it really aesthetic. I came in actually with this like coral paint color after, because I was taking too long to decide, to be honest. I was taking too long to decide on the wall color. I kind of told Eric, I'm like, look, I can't decide this right now. Like, just paint the walls white and I'll figure it out later. A mistake, by the way, like figure it out early, but it ended up going over really well because it allowed me to get creative and be like, okay, well, I don't want to repaint the whole thing, but it's way too white. So we came in with kind of this bold design on the trim. A lot of people didn't think it was going to work out, and I think it did. I think it went over really well. When you think about furnishing a tiny house, you're like, oh man, day, maybe half day, it'd be so easy. And it might be for some people, but it took a bit to like gather all the stuff that you need, and then you get it full, you think, and then there's empty things like a shelf where you're like, oh man, I really need something, and you want it to be very homey, at least I do. Another thing that I really like is the huge sink in this one. In a lot of tiny homes, you're seeing like almost like RV sinks. Not in any of my houses. We did a full-size sink. Other thing I think people would be like really surprised by in the tiny house is the bathroom, like how big it is, and the shower. I upgraded all the showers on mine to have a really nice sliding glass door. There's lots of headspace, you don't have to worry about that. When I was doing a lot of research, that was kind of like either a pain point for a lot of people, or where a lot of people felt they needed to like make up room to have space elsewhere. And in all these, it's very, very comfortable. So Autumn, I think I saw you like a few weeks ago, and there was no baby.
No baby.
But I did get a message from you with a picture that says, "Here's my new baby." So who's this?
Yeah, so we're gonna have someone joining us on this little tour today. This is Ellie. We opened our home to her. She was in a time of need, so we are gonna be adopting little Ellie. So that is pretty awesome. We're excited about it. Did never plan on having 4 kids, but here we are. She completed everything for sure.
Oh, yeah.
You wanna hold her?
Oh yeah, I'll hold her.
She will throw up on you.
She'll throw up on me?
She's really good at that. So Sierra, talk to me a little bit about these cabinets. They're a little different than what we normally do. And I know you had a vision behind why you didn't want all the little grooves and all that stuff in the cabinet. So talk to me a little bit about that.
I just really don't like pulls on cabinets. And I think it's because I watched, like when I was first getting into woodworking, I watched this guy who also didn't like pulls, and it made so much sense. Like choosing them, like getting the perfect ones, and then in a tiny space like this, you would absolutely always be hooking, or catching it or hooking your pocket. So I really wanted this like 45-degree angle top and bottom. So it just makes it so much easier. You don't have to have pulls. It's a clean look. I love how they turned out.
Yes. They look amazing. And can I tell you something from the back end why I love what you did with these cabinets?
Tell me.
Our cleaners can come in and wipe them completely down.
Yes.
Right? It's a one swoop, so they always look awesome. Okay, so we did something a little new with this ladder. Normally we would have taken the ladder and gone straight with it, but you really wanted this table, so we had to kind of figure out a way to make the space work.
I love how this came out because it ended up giving us like something like super aesthetic, kind of like a focal point in here that I think is interesting, a place where we can put like puzzles and more decor. And this can be tucked out of the way at the same time. So like if there's a lot going on in here and it's middle of the day and no one's
using it.
Yeah, no one's using the loft, it gives quite a bit more space. Otherwise, very easy to use. The angle's nice, a lot less steep than a lot of them to get up with this kind of statter design. So, and even back here, which is interesting, which I think probably maybe only the cleaners know about, this opens up.
Yes.
So we can put even more cleaning supplies backstock on the top and the bottom. Because we did that, he kind of like kicked out this design too and did kind of this angled thing with the loft instead of just flat, which I think makes it super interesting. Makes the bathroom interesting as well, kind of on an angled door.
And your kitchen was able to be bigger because the shower sticks out more than the toilet. So he moved that wall a little bit there. So your kitchen, if you look on this side, that side of the wall is further in. So tell me a little bit about this awesome bathroom that you have here. It's a little lower, so kids can use it easier because I know this house is friendly for young kids. I really like the open feel. You don't have it closed off, and different color schemes make it pop.
Yeah, I didn't want to use any cupboards in there because it's going to be kicking into the space that you use to access things. I love the sink. I wanted to go big sink again. This one worked out really well. One thing that's unique about this one is on the opposite side, here you can see we have tons of shelves opposite the sink for lots of decor. It makes it very, very interesting. We continue the trim throughout, and it was really important to me in any of the bathrooms to have a lot of space. A lot of people, I think, you would probably know more than me, are concerned about what size is the shower, like am I gonna actually fit? We went with a shower that is glass. Wanted to upgrade to kind of have a more of an elevated feel.
I have a little confession to make. I absolutely love this couch. I do. I love it. In the beginning, I was like, why would really orange and blue? And then when I saw it together, it flowed so nicely. It's a very light, just refreshing decor that you don't find very often, and I really love it. I do. I love it.
I was so excited when I found this couch because I did want like a modern look again, and I wanted a huge pop of color. Because before I had decided on the coral, it was like white in here, and I was like, I have to have some bright colors. And tried to tie in the colors with just a couple other accents, like the lantern over there, and there's a couple other just pops of this color throughout.
Yes.
The throw pillows we talked about earlier, like I actually don't remember putting these here, so they might have gotten like shuffled a bit, but that's okay. They look good. We got lots of throw pillows. We got a throw blanket just to make it nice and comfy and cozy.
I love that little lamp. Just like the small little details really do make a tiny home.
This is fun too because at night, if you have on the lights, which I love that we did dimmer lights in this one, it makes a huge difference with these lights. You can dim them, but this provides a really warm glow. And with these candles back here, these are battery operated candles too. So you get a very similar warm glow as opposed to like kind of the cooler lights. At night, it's so comfortable and cozy in here.
It's beautiful. It just makes me want to turn the TV on and eat some popcorn and just relax.
One night when
or bonbons.
We were talking about,
From this window, I can actually see the deck.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about the deck.
I really like the chairs that I found. They're super comfortable and it's a good color. The color matches, it really goes well with the outside of this one. It's kind of like a teal, kind of like the couch. And we have a fire pit out there, which I love.
Oh, the fire pits make such a huge difference.
It's really fun. And anytime I've been out here at night, that's like the thing that everyone's doing. Everyone's at the fire pit talking. I think it's really fun. It brings like a cool community feel to have everyone out here.
It really does.
That's one thing I'm actually going to spend some more time giving attention to, as well as just getting more lighting. Just because people are spending so much time out there. It has plenty of it, but I just want to like kind of bump it and elevate it some more. So I'm going to do some lighting around the rail of the deck and leading up to it at the different tiny houses, just to really encourage people to enjoy it, because anytime I've been here, people have been out on the deck. Oh yeah, they love it.
Well, hey, thank you so much for meeting me here, and thanks for letting me bring little Ellie. She's definitely gonna, be a more permanent fixture in my wardrobe, huh?
Yeah.
Yes.
You did great. Anytime.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you, Sierra. She even told me recently it was her goal to make her tiny homes the most requested on the resort. With her passion and dedication, it wouldn't surprise me.